friends, Amanda here. Welcome back to Handmade Now Hallmark, and we're on card number 3 of my Christmas in July series. Today I wanted to share this fun circle card featuring some cute images from Mama Elephant and some Copic coloring on craft. I really hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. So I'm going to stamp down these sweet little images from Mama Elephant. This came out last year, and I used most of the characters in it last year except for these two. I thought these were really sweet. They looked like they were dancing together, and I felt like they would be a nice focal point on a card. But I wanted to create a circle card. I haven't made one in quite a long time, and they're really fun and simple, and I think they're really great for focusing on just, some small images and, kind of creating a nice fun focal point. I'm stamping down on this craft cardstock with some Simon Says Intense Black ink because I am going to use my Copic markers. If you've never colored on craft cardstock with Copics, you're in for a treat because it creates a nice, fun, muted look. It really makes the colors kind of dull out and soften. So I really hope you give it a try. All the colors that I'm going to be using are going to be on the side of the screen here, and I'm also going to list them in the description for you if you like the color choices. I'm going to put on some music for you to enjoy while the coloring is going on, and I'll catch up with you afterwards.
A cold winter night when lights are low, the treetops are covered up in snow, and I always miss you so. I know that it's Christmas time again. The reindeer are rushing side by side, and Santa is going for a ride, but it's you I'm longing for. I feel that it's Christmas time again. Missing all these little things that we used to do. Everything was so much better back then, when we wished upon a star and our dreams came true. How I wish you were here when it's Christmas time again. It's Christmas time. The silence on every empty street, when families are gathering to eat, then I always miss you so. I know that it's Christmas time again. Alone here, right by the fireplace, I dream of that smile upon your face. Only you I'm longing for. I feel that it's Christmas time again. I'm missing all these little things that we used to do. Everything was so much better back then, when we wished upon a star and our dreams came true. How I wish you were here when it's Christmas time again. I couldn't make you stay. You walked away that December day. If only I could turn back time. Baby, I love you, I miss you. Missing all these little things that we used to do. Everything was so.
Once I was all finished with the coloring, I went in with my white gel pen and added a little bit of highlight details. This is another completely optional step. You don't have to do this. I just love the way that it looks, adds a little bit of interest. And I didn't realize whenever I was coloring it that the snow that I added underneath their feet was completely crooked. I should try to pay a little bit more attention to that, but either way, I wasn't completely bothered by it. You could easily just, let it go or not add it at all. Next, I'm going in with that gel pen and adding some snow behind them. I really think it's a fun addition, and then I'm also going in with my Stardust glitter pen to add some more sparkle and shine to the background, just to make it look like a fun snowy scene. Now I pre-cut all of my elements here. I just have a card base that I cut using a circle die and some scraps of cardstock that I found in my stash to create some matting around my main scene here. I'm also going to stamp a greeting on the inside of my card. I'm going to use a greeting from another stamp set that I have from Mama Elephant. I think this is their Christmas greetings mix. Again, everything will be listed in the description below, all of the products that I've used. I thought about kind of stamping it off to the side and adding another image, but it wasn't quite big enough for that, so I just decided to stamp it right in the center. Going to use some jalapeno ink from MFT, a nice green. Again, I've got a thing for greens this season. Greens and blues. I'm not sure why, but I'm just drawn towards them. Like I mentioned in my last video, I use them in almost every card. I use a green or a blue. Gonna adhere my little mats down here. Again, this is from this pattern paper, I believe, is from a pattern paper from Echo Park. I think it's called Farmhouse Christmas. If it's still available, I'll look around for it. Again, you could use any pattern paper or, cardstock that you like, just to add some matting to the card. If you don't want to do that, you just want to adhere it nice and flat as well, you could easily do that. And here I was like, oh, this looks so cute. And when I adhered it down to the main card base, I don't know if I adhered it crooked or what I did, but I definitely noticed that background was a little crooked. But, the ground is never even. It is never a straight line. So I figured, maybe they're dancing down the hill to the ice skating rink, maybe. So I just, again, it's not a big deal. Next, I'm going to work on a secondary greeting to go on the front of the card. I'm going to use a greeting from the same stamp set that I got the little dancing couple from. And I'm going to heat emboss that on some red cardstock. I believe this is Schoolhouse Red from Simon. And I'm going to be using some sticky embossing ink from VersaFine. And then I'm also going to use my Brutus Monroe Alabaster White embossing powder to do the embossing. Make sure I get a good stamping of that. I always have a hard time with the small text. I have a tendency to press a little bit too hard on my Misti, and the letters, get too deep, or they don't fill out correctly. But this time it turned out really, really good. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't have any issues with any of the letters. They all turned out really good. I'm just going to hit it with my heat gun, melt that embossing powder, and then I'm going to cut it out using one of my banner dies from my stash and get it adhered to the front of our card. I'm going to adhere that greeting down with some scrapbook adhesive foam strips. Again, these are really nice foam strips. I know Doris had a bunch about a year or two ago, and these ones are just, I love these ones. I use them all the time. They're a nice low profile, and they're nice and sticky, and they work out great. And this is where I realized that it was crooked, like really crooked. But, again, I just moved on with it. It's a handmade card. I could go in and try to even it out with my white colored pencil if I really wanted to. But, again, just going to let it go. Going to add some of my favorite clay snowflakes to the background. I decided to use some big ones and small ones. I usually only use the small ones, but I felt like I needed some big ones in there too. And again, I always struggle adhering these down. I try to use everything, and today my little tool was working a bit. Finally, I'm going to go in with a glitter brush pen and add just a little bit more shine to my critters and to my greeting. And that will finish up this card for today. I really hope you enjoyed this fun, simple circle card featuring some cute images from Mama Elephant and my Copic markers. If you did, please consider hitting the like button as well as the subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos during my Christmas in July series. I hope you're enjoying it so far, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye!
On screen, I've got a few videos that I think you'll enjoy. Consider hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more videos at my YouTube channel.